Hi everyone, how are you doing? You enjoying your twists and turns knit along? Mystery knit along? At first I wasn't, so warning, spoiler alert, I'm going to be showing you my knitting, but the thumbnail should have given that away. um, Firstly, let's go back to why I'm making this show. I should say, hello, I'm Michelle and welcome to my Woolly Wumpkins channel. As you can see, this is a bit of an impromptu video without any opening music or end credits, because I've been lounging on my chair for the last week. I've pulled some muscles in my back, so I've just been stuck here, not able to do anything, but I have been able to knit. But before that, my mum found out that she has cancer, and my mum's dealing really well with it. She's very ill, but she's in good spirits. So I wanted to make her something. So I went back to a pattern that I knew my mum liked, because I made it, when did I make it? In 2012, and it's the Woolly Wormhead in circle pattern. And this is the pattern. Hang on, let's show you the button side. There we go. This is the pattern. Let's go a bit closer. It hasn't been blocked yet, but my mum likes this style, so I'm not going to block it. Shall I pop it on so you can see how it looks? There we go. So, as is the case, sadly, with most people who have chemo, my mum's lost her hair, so this should keep her nice and warm and not be too scratchy. It's a blue-faced Leicester with a Donegal nep, and it holds the structure of the pattern well, and it's not too itchy on her head, and the little neps seem to help it stay on as well. I'm going to apologise for these little circles up here as well. There's nothing I can do about that. Well, it is. I could turn you off. Look, this is what happens when I turn you off. So it's really the little circles now and then. I'm trying to keep my head dipped down. The lesser of the two evils. Yes, so my mum chose the colour. She wanted autumnal colours, an autumnal rust colour. So this is what we had, and mum loves the hat. But I haven't given it to her yet, because when I saw the title of Stephen West's latest MCAL, Twists and Turns, I thought, well, that's what mum's going through at the moment. Twists and turns. Every day brings new problems, and every day finds new solutions. So right now she's finding out whether or not her tumour has shrunk or has grown. So I thought, let's distract myself and do a little video. So that's the hat. And then I said to mum, right, I'm going to make you a nice shawl to give you a cutch whenever you're at chemo, or whenever you're cold, because it does cause the temperature to drop quite alarmingly, really. But she said, right, well, I do like autumnal colours. I like a big pile of autumnal leaves, all with all the different colours. So that's why we chose to go with this colour, and this colour. And when I first put them together, in skeins, they do look lovely. But when I first started knitting this pattern, I thought the contrast between the two colours, because this is the first clue. So I've already said spoiler alert, so I don't have to say it again, do I? See this section here? There we go. So I wondered if actually these colours did go together, because with me, it's not very warm against my skin, but my mum has got a different skin tone. So then the second clue came out, and we had to knit these wings and bring in our third colour, and suddenly it brought it together. It made everything seem coherent. And then the last part of the second clue is a bit of cabling down the bottom here, which I'm just, as you can see, I'm just starting. It's about that big. It should be when it's finished. And that's bringing out the yellowy mustardy colour from here. And I don't know about you, but to me, that it's bringing all the colours together nicely now. It's not a standout, oh, that's yellow, that's the wine colour, and that's the rust colour. It's all mingling together like a nice big pile of autumnal leaves. So I don't know what the next glue's going to bring. None of us do yet, do we? But so far, so good. And this is one of the beauties of being a knitting needle supplier, is that his pattern calls for you to keep some of the stitches on cable needles. So I got one cable needle there. I've got the cable needle I'm knitting with. And then over the other end of the shawl, we've got another cable needle. When I say cable needle, what I'm actually meaning is circular needle. Cable needle's on my mind because I thought I had the right size cable needle. And when I went to use it just now, I didn't. So I've ended up using this threading needle, which it turns out is the same size. So that was good. I didn't have to go out and buy any more. So what else? Well, today is Wednesday, so I'm hoping to get the yellow parts of the cabling done on the shawl, so that tomorrow, Thursday, when the third clue comes out, I'll be ready for it. I'm looking forward to seeing what colours we use on Thursday. The shawl won't be ready for another, so it comes out tomorrow, and then the final clue comes out a week tomorrow. So the shawl will be ready then probably in about 2 weeks' time, just in time for the really cold weather. Because although it's gone dark, it's not that cold really, thankfully. We haven't had to put our heating on. I did try it once for an hour, but didn't need to do it. What else can we say about this? Well, it's just worked out that it's been a good little distraction from what's going on with Mum and from the pain I've had in my back, which thankfully is easing now. So I'm hoping by tomorrow or the day after, I'll be able to get up and about a bit more. But there we are. So that was just a quick little update on how my knit along's going. I hope yours is going really well. I've seen some beautiful shawls on the unofficial Stephen West forum on Facebook, and again on the official one on Ravelry. There's some really nice colourways being put together, some really talented people, and some people who are doing it for the first time, who are novice knitters, and they've really put together some lovely, lovely colourways. So if you're doing the Cal and you haven't joined those forums or gone on to Ravelry to have a look, go and have a look. It keeps you going, especially if you're not feeling confident with your own colourway selection. It can help you to see that colours, they look completely different when they're in the skein to when they knit up, particularly when it's modular like this. You're doing a bit here and a bit there and then a bit there and a bit down there. All the colours can come to, the most unusual of colours can come together and make a really well structured piece of art. So that's it for me today, and I look forward to seeing you when I finish the shawl probably. Don't want to bore you too much with the little minutiae of it. Oh, there is one thing people have been saying, that the second part of section 2, hang on, let me just check, 1, 2, yeah, the second part, which is section 3, sorry, second part of clue 2, which is section 3, you now have to purl all the stitches instead of knitting all the stitches. Be careful, because if you're not aware of it, your purl can be looser than your knit, your natural gauge. But it can be remedied just by being aware of it and holding your yarn a bit tighter. Or if you're not able to do that, you can go down in needle size. Don't be worrying about changing the pattern. Don't be worrying about, because once you start doing that, you're going into a world then of mathematics that you just might not get the whole picture of, because there's more to it. How Stephen has worked out so that, for example here, so that line there is nice and crisp. And so that even though you've got the short rows here, again, the line is crisp. So he's worked that out for us. So it's better to go a needle size down or really concentrate on keeping your gauge a bit tighter, rather than adding all that extra work to yourself. And you may get despondent and not want to, finish the shawl. And that would be a shame, because, as you know, these shawls, they really are they are worth finishing. Even if you don't particularly like his style, they're your colours. So your colours come together and it makes his style your style. And you will make something that you're proud of if you keep it up. Anyway, enough for me. Thank you for watching and I'll see you soon. If you haven't already subscribed, which, wow, I'm over 1,500 subscribers now. That's amazing. Thank you so much for each and every one of you subscribing to me and following along. I'd love any of your comments. Are there any problems that you've had that maybe I can help you with this show? You know, I'm not taking away from Stephen. You know, he's got his own way of, you can ask him directly. But you're watching me right now, so if there's something that's popped into your mind and you think, oh, what about this then? Could I do this? Well, ask me and I might be able to help. Might not, but I'll try. Anyway, as I said, bye for now. See you soon.